Hello everyone, today I've got something special for you, a list of gay movies from Vietnam. These films are pretty rare, so you're definitely in for a treat. I've carefully picked out some of my personal favorites that really gave me all the feels. Whether you're into emotional stories, romance, or just something unique, these movies are totally worth watching. So I hope you'll find something new and special in this list. Now without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's start our list with Forever Yours. This is one title you shouldn't miss. It's a hidden gem and has a really nostalgic feels. Released in 2017, the story follows Dr. Truong, who decides to volunteer in a small village after reading his father's old diary. There he meets a woman named Nguyet and a gay man named Hai. Hai falls for Truong and does everything he can to win his heart, but Truong is more interested in Nguyet. As the story unfolds, Truong and Nguyet discover something surprising. Their father shared a love story of their own. It's emotional, meaningful, and definitely worth watching. Don't skip this one. Number 2, Big Father, Small Father, and Other Stories. I personally really like the film, especially from the beginning all the way to almost the end. It's such an interesting movie set in the countryside, which adds a raw and beautiful atmosphere. And I really love the cast. The acting is strong and full of emotion. The story is powerful. It shows the struggle of a young people trying to survive in a tough economy, and it feels very real. The characters go through a lot and you can really feel their pain and their dreams. Now I have to be honest, the ending felt a bit strange to me. It was something I couldn't fully relate to, but maybe that's just my own perspective. This film came out in 2015 and I'd say it's a heavy drama, and if you're looking for a story with depth and a bit of grit, this one is definitely worth a watch. Number 3, Goodbye Mother. I think many of you might already know this one, and honestly it's one of the best gay movies I've ever watched. I love everything about it, the story, the acting, the cinematography, even the places they show on screen made me want to visit them myself. What really stands out is how beautifully they deliver the emotion, and at the heart of it all, it's a story about love that overcomes fear, tradition, and expectation. The story follows Phan, who returns home to Vietnam after spending several years in America, coming back on the anniversary of his father's death. But what his family doesn't know is that he's bringing his longtime boyfriend, Ian, with him. It's emotional, tender, and powerful. A must-watch if you haven't seen it yet. Number 4, Lost in Paradise. This film really surprised me in the best way possible. Lost in Paradise is an emotional, raw, and heartfelt film. It's one of those movies that stays with you long after the credit rolls. The actors did an incredible job bringing depth and vulnerability to the roles, making every scene feel honest and human. The story follows Khoi, a naive young man who moves into Ho Chi Minh City to start a new life. But things don't go smoothly at first. He's tricked and robbed by a couple he trusted. But as the story unfolds, he reconnects with Lam, one of the men who deceived him, and an unexpected relationship begins to grow between them. At the same time, the film waves in a touching subplot about Choi, a mentally disabled man who find kindness and connection in the most unlikely places. What I really love about this movie is how it handles complex themes, love, survival, loneliness, and redemption with so much honesty. It doesn't shy away from the harsh realities of life, especially for those living on the margin, but it also shows that even in pain, there is still room for love and hope. Next up, we have Viet and Nam. Basically, Vietnam. I mean, no comment, but seriously, this one is more of a cinematic experience than a full-on dramatic story. It might not give you a lot in terms of plot or emotional hike, but visually, it's stunning. The color, the lighting, the lighting, the mood, it's all about the atmosphere and how it makes you feel. If you're someone who appreciates films for their artistic value, this one is definitely worth checking out. The story follows Viet and Nam, two young miners working in the underground coal mines. One of them is planning to leave for a new life, but before that, they set out to find the remains of Nam's father. a soldier who died in a distant forest. As they retrace the past, memories and emotions slowly surface. It's quiet, reflective, and beautifully shot, so give it a try and see if it speaks to you. Next, we have Monsoon. Oh, I love this one, seriously. It's such a quiet, beautiful film that stays with you. Monsoon follows Kit, a British man of Vietnamese heritage, who returns to Saigon for the first time in over 30 years. He left the country with his family as a child, escaping the aftermath of the Vietnam War. Now, as an adult, he comes back to repatriate his mother's ashes, but what he finds is more than just memories. He reconnects with distant relatives, meets new people like Lynn, a local student, and Louis, an American designer he first met through an online date that slowly turns into something more. What I love about this film is how soft and personal it feels. It's not a loud story, it's about identity, belonging, and quiet moments of connection. The romance is gentle, and the performances are strong, and the emotional feel very real. Number 7, Bridge of Destiny. Okay, I haven't seen this one yet, but it's definitely on my watch list, and I'm planning to give it a try soon because the story sounds pretty interesting and little dramatic, which I love. It's about Chuang, a man who seems to have it all, a great career, a beautiful wife, and a good son. But things start to change when he meets Tang, his son's friend, who turns out to be connected to Trung, Chuang's gay lover from the past. I'm really curious how this story unfolds, and it sounds like there is going to be a lot of emotion, secret, and even regrets. Next up, Rainbow Without Colors. This one is emotional. It's the kind of film that might leave you with tears in your eyes, but it's definitely a powerful and meaningful watch. The story follows the Hyun family, a wealthy couple living in Ho Chi Minh City with their 2 children, Hoang and Lan, and their adopted son, Hung. Hoang and Hung grow up close, and eventually they confess their love for each other. But their mother refuses to accept their relationship. Her strong yet misguided motherly love leads to tragedy, pushing Hung towards death and Hoang into a deep emotional pain. What really hits hard in this film is how it shows the generational gap and the struggle between personal identity and family expectation. It's a heartbreaking story, but one that's important and one that will definitely stay with you. Before our last pick, we have Butterfly House. This one totally gave me the Birdcage in 1969 vibes, and I mean that in the best way. It's a comedy with strong humor, colorful characters, and lots of fun moments. The story centers on a gay nightclub owner and his drag queen partner whose peaceful life takes a turn when their son announces he's getting engaged to a girl from a very conservative family. It's a hilarious class of words filled with heart, sass, and over-the-top moments that will make you laugh but also feel the love and warmth underneath it all. And finally, our last pick, Saigon, I Love You. Released in 2016 and directed by Lee Min Tang, this one is a romantic comedy that doesn't focus solely on gay love story, but instead, it gives us a mix of diverse couples and heartfelt relationship. Set in the lively heart of Saigon, the film weaves together different stories about love, family, and art. It's all about people trying to reconnect, heal, and find their way back to love in the middle of fast-moving city. And that's it, guys, my list of recommended gay Vietnamese movie that you can check out. I hope you enjoy watching them as much as I did, or at least find something new and meaningful along the way. Thank you so much for tuning in, and as always, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. You can click the link in my bio. I'll see you in the next video with even more BL film recommendation coming your way. Bye for now and happy watching!